Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, July the 24th. This will be our Monday edition of our weekly briefing. My name is Barrett Smith. I am the service hydrologist here at the National Weather Service in Raleigh. Happy to be back with you and providing you a weather briefing. And this should be a relatively short and straightforward briefing as we are headed towards a very summer-like weather pattern this week. You can see from the maps here a weak cold front that's kind of lingering over the area. Today we had some showers and storms overnight last night and a few still popping up in the coastal plain this morning. We could see isolated to widely scattered showers and storms this afternoon along that frontal zone. But mostly those will be sub-severe. That front's going to shift offshore and kind of be replaced by a Piedmont trough that could be the focus for some showers and storms, mainly tomorrow. And perhaps into Wednesday, although it looks like by Wednesday and Thursday we get some drier air, and those are going to be mostly dry days. The bottom line is that today through really the end of the week should be a mostly dry period for many areas, with only isolated to widely scattered showers and storms. The heat does return by the end of the week. You've probably heard about the heat wave going on out west. That's going to kind of slide east across the eastern half of the United States, and we'll see a little bit of that by Friday or Saturday. Heat index values will be back above 100 up to 105 or 6, and so we could be looking at some heat advisories by this weekend. I mentioned the showers and storms. Again, we're not looking at any severe weather, and those are going to be mostly isolated and focused mostly in the next couple of days. Looking at our rainfall maps, as I described before, a few showers and storms this afternoon, and then really you look at the maps for Tuesday through Friday, and then you see a lot of white on the maps there, not a lot of precipitation. Most folks are not going to see any precipitation this week. And with that, no widespread excessive rainfall is expected this week. Taking a look at the tropics, what is now post-tropical post-tropical cyclone Don is out in the North Atlantic. This is a slightly older map here as graphics were just updated, but Don is expected to stay well off in the Atlantic, pose no threat to the United States. If you look down towards the Caribbean, there is an area of disturbed weather that's east of the Caribbean. Is expected to kind of drift to the west over the next few days. Conditions are not favorable for development of that, even though it is headed towards the Gulf of Mexico. We are not expecting any impact, certainly over North Carolina or really even the United States in general. So not expecting development of the system at this time, but again, it still have a long ways to go before it got here, and we'll continue to watch it. Taking a look beyond this week, you can see we are still favored for above normal temperatures for next week, the week of July 31st through August the 6th. Favored for above normal temperatures and also for above normal rainfall. In this pattern, when you see the blues up to the north and the reds down to the south and kind of a gradient there, that kind of tends to mean we're in the track of storm system. So we do expect after a dry week this week, we could get back into a bit more unsettled pattern next week, and that again is shown there in the above normal favoring of rainfall. And so we'll wrap it up. Again, isolated to widely scattered showers and storms the next couple of days, a mostly dry week for everyone. The heat and humidity will return. We could be looking at some heat advisory conditions by Friday and Saturday, with a trend towards perhaps unsettled weather returning next week. So with that, I thank everyone for joining us today. And as always, we're here to answer any questions that anyone has.